Greetings and salutations. We are here with the Divine Feminine's situation. Yeah, if you need readings from me, just book. I got my information and emails and prices and all that at the information column. Just check that out to get with me. Like I said, got a few things in works, but I guess it ain't time to broadcast it yet. So when we can, I will. Just stay tuned. People that's in life coaching with me, just drop me a line. People, whether you had coaching with me in the past, whether you got it going on now, I just need some updates from all of you guys. I just want to really see what's going on with you. What else I need to say? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant as I get this spread out, and we will begin. Head, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you going. That's the decisions you making. That's what's popping off in your cerebral. That's your mentality. You know what I mean? Cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart must be aligned with your mind with everything that you do, because we ain't out here half-assing or thinking or guessing or just leaving shit up to chance. None of that type of shit. It all starts from what direction you going in and what you feel about that shit. Who rules the heart mind department? The divine feminine does. You could tell. Wands. Wands are actions and behavior. These are things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Any ing is a wand. Reading, thinking, doing, feeling, acting, working, contemplating. Ing is a wand. And if it ain't nothing you're actually doing in your ing, that's behavior. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. Then you got pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you could taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles have an expiration date. All pentacles are temporary. Pentacles can be taken, replaced, switched, destroyed, birthed. Pentacles vary. First card in this message, we got the Queen of Pentacles. This was vibrant in your last week's energies. It's still here today. This is the Khalees Bossy card in my deck. Karmics move and aces to tens. These are gerbil wheels, like hamsters and shit. They just go in a circle. Divines move in an infinity. You go through the same rat traps and rat race and hamster wheels as karmics, but us being divines, we do shit for God. We do shit for the kingdom. We do shit for other people. Even if we help other people, it's still an accountability issue that even by us helping a person can hurt a person, and it's accountability tied to that. The average person ain't really even got accountability for the shit that they doing in the world. A divine person is fully accountable for what they do in the world and what they doing for God. Since this is Khalees Bossy card, it's just the swag of Khalees in the music video Bossy. Swagged out, aggressive, alpha female. No beta nothing in that video. You know who you are, and you ain't hiding or dumbing yourself down or muting yourself for shit. I happen to be a divine feminine. So this is kind of like my energy with this. I don't buy views, you could tell. I ain't buying subscribers, you could tell. Being muted, you could tell. I'm going it the old school way. I'm like meat with no preservatives or MSG. You know what I'm saying? I'm like raw, uncut over here. Not uncut by my tone and the truth that I'm spewing out here, but uncut by how I do shit. I'm a Christian psychic too, so I just do a shit a lot different than the average psychic. But it's something that I'm bossing up on. It's a gift and a curse. It's what got me here, but at the same time, it's what's keeping me here. You know what I mean? You don't want to be too bossy or come off as too bossy. But you can only be who you are. Like my channel. People think I'm dictating this shit. Nah, I just have a lingo I'm dictating. I just have a terminology that I'm dictating. Other than that, this is God. All God. I'm just a vessel. I'm just a messenger. You can't hate the messenger. You can't even hate on God for what the fucking message that you're getting and shit. You understand what I'm saying? This is a boss. Well, a boss is a person who's not a manager. Like you got the manager, then you got the boss, then you got the owner. The boss ain't the owner. However, when the boss come out, what do workers do? They act busy. They get to wherever the fuck they was getting to. A boss has authority, which is what you have, divine feminine. You're just gonna have to learn how to utilize your authority and your dominion to do greater good. If you're using your authority and your dominion to just do selfish shit, then in essence, you will be a Queen of Pentacles, which is also a karmic feminine. What is a karmic feminine? A feminine that's just focused on pentacles, worth, finances, cash, opportunity, what you can get out the deal. If it's worth your time, energy, and resources. This is looking at everything like a business move. You're looking at love and relationship as a business. Is it gonna help me? Is it a good investment? You don't really love this person, but is it a good investment? Friends. You ain't really friends with this friend. You just bumping elbows with them for the network purposes of it or whatever the fuck you doing. That's some karmic shit. You jocking people ideas. You stealing other people's shit. You coming out like you coming out with some original shit. When in reality, you ganked it from a person that don't nobody know about or that's being muted. You know, take it instead of just giving out here. You know, Queen of Pentacles, the karmic feminine, is just a person that only care about pentacles. The new iPhone coming out, just the iPhone. You just focused on that. New Jordans come out, you just focused on that. You know, it's a new way of getting money. You just trying to figure out how that what to do with that. All these pinnacle chasing or paper chases or just pinnacle chasing is just gonna drive you further into the world. What is a divine feminine? She's the queen of wands. She's the queen of actions and behavior. It's her actions and behavior. Shit she doing, shit she done, that makes her divine. That makes her great. You know, not what she has, not her class, not her race, not her title, not her bank account defines who she is. Not her followers, not her motherfucking, not the physical shit that's popping. Because like I say, most pentacles ain't even real. It's like credit. That's not even real money. Motherfuckers buying subs and views out here. Them ain't real subs and views. Like you can boss up and capitalize on shit just because you can, but it's still motives and agendas at the end of the day. What's your agenda? What's your motive? Just being focused on pentacles or being on all eyes on the prize type situation, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. You know, feminists, you're gonna have to really ask yourself one question: what is my focus going towards? Am I focused on a pinnacle or am I focused on a wand? Wands deal with purpose. Wands deal with work. Wands deal with divinity. Wands deal with twin flame situations. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you focus on what you're doing, that means you're modifying what you're doing. You being respectful when you really should just tell motherfuckers what it is, but you being mindful of other cups, other hearts, other feelings, other emotions. You being mindful of your place in society or your place in the family or some shit like that. Like at the end of the day, it's what motivates you and it's what you'll focus on. If all you focused on is money, then that's what's driving you. Pentacles are driving your actions and behavior, when in reality, your actions and behavior should be driving your pentacles. All a karmic feminine is a chick that's going backwards. You see something and you like, you get it. Now back the wands, backwards the wands. Can I deal with this? Is this dealable? Is this doable? Yeah, it's doable. Wands, boom, cups. All right, well, I need to at least feel something about this guy or feel something about this person who's a so-called friend that you're just using. You know, you finding some type of emotion or feeling. You know what I mean? So you can at least go in a direction with this person or with this relationship or with this partnership. Karmics go backwards because they're in a fucking wheel. They go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Divines go forward. We go from ace to 10 to knights, queens, kings, and things back to the ace. Karmics, they just repeat the cycle. They ain't really the king of pentacles because probably majority, I mean, they ain't really the queen of pentacles because most likely these pentacles ain't even as feminine. This is other people's money, other people's status, other people's shit. You claim it as your own. You ain't even work for this shit. You just acquired this shit. It's like a thief. They prey on people that work. It took time for this person to get this car. It took time for this person to get this jewelry. It took hard work for them to get the things that you as a fucking thief is just going out here taking. It's like a thief stealing some shit and then bragging about how they work to get it. That's karmic as fuck. Bottom line, more important than anything, we got the Ten of Swords. These are permanent endings. These shits, they ain't coming back no more. This is something that's a wrap. Permanent. Not going back to it. You can't really go back to it because even if you do go back to whatever just permanently ended, it definitely ain't the same. Thus, it's gonna be a new situation. This is the end of a relationship. This is the end of a road, end of a job. You lose your car, you lose your home, you lose a person. Because Ten of Swords is also death. Death is something you register. Loss is something you register. This is loss. Something you register. If it's over with, you can't ride a dead horse. The horse is dead. You can't ride it anymore. It's a registered thing. You got to move forward. An opportunity that you wanted to happen is never going to happen. Okay, register it and move forward. Don't let death hinder you. Don't let death stagnate you. Don't let permanent endings block your future blessings. You got to end things to begin things. If something ended, then obviously it's a new beginning on the horizon. Be more optimistic about that than feeling any type of cup. Emotions are feeling towards what's not even here anymore. You know? That could be an idea, that could be a plan, that could be a direction you was going, a decision you was making, a relationship you was in, a partnership you was in. Whatever it is, it's gone. So let it be. Come into the situation, feminine in your direct energy. You got the Five of Swords. This is focus. It's focus. That's getting out your head, focusing on something. It's usually a pinnacle you focused on. It's a pinnacle you want. Pinnacle you want to leave alone. A pinnacle you want to add to your demonstration. Whatever it is, this is where plans get made. And the focus. It's like you was distracted, you was stagnated, you was caught up in all kind of shit. Now you can focus. And now you're focusing on a plan. How I'm going to get from point A to point C. Focus is going to get you there. Being off focus is not going to get you to your destination. It's not going to get you to your checkpoint. It's not going to get you to whatever you try to manifest here. Focus is important. Text while driving the whole time you're driving. I guarantee you, you might get into an accident. Keep allowing something to distract you when it seems like you're trying to get some shit done. Is that going to win? The object of this distraction is to keep you from doing your job or keep you from doing whatever the fuck you was meant to do. You're going to allow this thing to have power and authority over you because it basically has power and authority over you because it's basically dictating your actions and behavior. They're dictating your motherfucking feelings. That's a distraction. You giving a fuck about a person who don't give a fuck about you. Somebody's just talking shit or making a living just tearing down whatever you building. Don't put no focus into them. You're feeding into their shit, even like acknowledging them as a fucking person. Play Ray Charles to these motherfuckers and keep it moving. They're just talking. It ain't like they knocking on your door with some smoke. That'll never happen. You know that'll never happen. You know it's just gonna be all talking. The only way they can get to you is from wherever they at. Let them be. Haters gonna hate. Love, you either give it or receive it. That's what makes a human being. So a hater is a demon, like real shit. A person that has no love for self or no respect of self or doesn't take care of themselves or doesn't even give a fuck about themselves, like Bishop and Juice. Focus on what matters, not on what don't. You're gonna put the same energy focusing on something you need to focus on as far as to putting the same energy as something you need to be focused on, something you don't need to be focused on. It's all mental. He who has your mind has you, and if they got your mind, they got two. Meaning leaving you mindless, thus you going backwards to the Four of Swords, which is an idle mind. And what's the idle mind? It's the devil's workshop. This is how the devil gets in. By planning, the devil can't get up in your shit because you focus. It's all mental. Your subconscious or indirect energy coming to the situation. You got Two of Wands. This was prevalent in last week's message. It's prevalent this week. Work. For all you karmic feminists out there claiming to be divines and shit, work. Work. It's time to work. Work on your third wand. Finding your path, finding your purpose, finding exactly why you were even here. Work. Read yourself. Research yourself. Discover yourself. You ain't just discovering whatever you want to see in the world or whatever you want to know in the world. You discovering more about yourself, having the ability to attain whatever information it is you want to attain, to do or be in a place you want to be at. But it takes work. Only people who ain't working, you know what I'm saying, are people who just don't want to work. Hella jobs out here for people not to be working. What it is, people looking for the easy way out. What it is, people rather go off somebody else's work than create work of their own. Everything takes work. If you do shit the right way, it's gonna take sacrifice. It's gonna take faith. It's gonna take determination. It's gonna take patience. It's gonna take courage. It's gonna take valor. It's gonna take strength. It's gonna take power. It's gonna take authority and dominion to really manifest wherever you want to manifest. But work is just the first step to getting what you want. Because faith without works is dead. Work, feminine. Subconsciously, you got work in the back of your head when it needs to be in your conscious. You got work in the back of your head when that shit needs to be in your conscious. Should never get to a point where you just debating on should you work or not. Of course you should be working. It's money at the end of the day. Whatever this work is gonna do is just put money in your pocket. Whatever this work is gonna do is at least put you in some type of position or place in life for the moment. Your job ain't your life. You have a whole life outside your job. So whatever work you're doing, it ain't like you're gonna be working forever, or you ain't gonna have time to have your own life doing work, or you gonna fuck up your other plans by working. Like fuck all that shit. Karmics don't work. I mean, they'll rather just take. They'll rather just live off somebody else's pinnacles. You know what I mean? Than work to manifest the pinnacles of their own. Feminine, you in regards to yourself personally, you're gonna have the 9 of Pentacles. This is what you're doing. You're lining your life up for what? A person, place, or thing to fit in your life. 8 of Pentacles is a life. That's shoes on your feet, clothes on your back, comfortable bed, you sleeping on the 4 walls you call your shelter. This is everything in your life. The average person ain't got one. And like I say, a bum can have a life. And a rich ass person that lives in a rich ass mansion and shit, that's making a shitload of money, that can get anything that they want in the world, that got a plethora of pentacles, ain't got one. They ain't even got their own life. Celebrities who ain't even got their own life. And there's bums who doing more in life more than the celebrity. It's hobos and bums out here who do more for the community and the people in it than some people in a position of power. Life is what you make it. I mean, and you know you want something else in your life. You know when it comes to life, it has to be something else. You don't know what it is. You kind of preparing for the unknown, but you working tool wands to prepare that place anyway. And that's all that matters. This is also having a motherfucking plan. And if you got a plan, then you're gonna have to work to make sure this plan gets to the next step. 9 of Pentacles is lining your life up to manifest something. The step after this is the 10 of Pentacles, which is manifestation. You got a plan, right? All right, you in a good standing, which is a 90%. You almost there. Keep that faith. Keep working. Keep that same motherfucking energy because it's gonna take you places. Now, the subconscious or indirect energy to yourself right now is the 5 of Cups. This is the Hermit card. This is loneliness. You know, Akon, Mr. Lonely, Kanye West, Love Lockdown, Wayne Wonder, No Letting Go. If you feel alone, that's exactly what it is. You feel that way. You're never alone. The twin flame is always with you in the 4th and 5th dimension, or physically in the 3D. God is always with you in the 4th and 5th dimension, or in the physical here in the 3D. You got family, you got children, you got friends who really love you. You are never by yourself. It just feels that way. But on the flip side, this is also the life of a divine. It's an isolated life. I told you, divines go down the road less traveled. Ain't too many people around during our whole self-discovery, evolution, ascension process. Seems like the higher we go up, the less people that's around, the less people that understand us, the less chances we can find a like-minded individual. You in the class by yourself. This is like the energy of, like I say, a 9-year-old high school senior. You in high school, but you really ain't no high schooler. You a fucking prodigy. You're definitely something extraordinary or an enigma in itself to be a 9-year-old high school student. But as a 9-year-old high school student, you already know that it's gonna be like this in college. You ain't going to no party. You ain't going to homecoming, nigga. You ain't finna go to Turbo Jock's motherfucking party later on at the school. You a kid. You have no place anywhere in this high school other than the class you in by your motherfucking self. That's something you're gonna have to accept. Let's just say you do get rich or you do get to the point you want to be in life to where you're in very high status. The higher you go up, the less people going to be around too. So whether you ascending spiritually or like financially, It's the same shit. Motherfuckers got to do the opposite of mustard. And you can't come down from a high position to a low position to fuck with somebody. They can't do the opposite of mustard, then they don't need to be in your presence. They don't need to be in your cipher. They don't even need to be in your face. Yes, it's a lonely road, but somebody got to walk it. Yes, this divine road is the road less traveled for a reason. It's full of isolation. You're gonna be by yourself. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. You're gonna be accountable for more than the average person. You're gonna be doing more than the average person. You're gonna feel like what you're doing is a waste of fucking time. It's not, because you blessing other people. The blessings might not bless you. You blessing other people, but it ain't about that. God does bless his people. You know, if you do good, good will come back. Those are universal laws and shit. But hey, it's a lonely road. This divine road is this twin flame road. The direction we going with this, but somebody got to take it. This road creates legends, creates X-Men and X-women out here. It's the only way to go. And you directly in regards to the masculine energy, it's like you just saucy enough to make this shit happen. It's the sauce that brought your divine masculine in your life. You being you. We're all saucy. We're all loved by God. We're all X-Men and women. You know what I mean? Like, we all have it. We're all that. That's cool and dandy. You're gonna have to be all that in a bag of chips. That's the Seven of Cups, the Pimp Cup Chronicles. Five of Cups is you at least accepting your place in life. You a 9-year-old high school student. Can't go to no parties. I probably can't even get my little wee wee slurped on probably to another 3 years. Probably like my senior year in college is where I can at least be hip to what the fuck's going on. But it's like I probably gotta wait till I get my PhD to at least be old enough to do shit. But it's this whole time. Going from like 9 years old to 19. That's 10 more years of this isolated shit, of this being in the class by yourself shit, of being odd man out. But in the end, you were the one. You're the one. You're the 9-year-old high school student. So, like I said, it ain't their life, it's yours. They're partying and kicking it. They ain't even going through the stress and the emotions and the maturity level that you going through. Even at 9-year old, you're more emotionally mature than the fucking high school. And what's a twin flame situation? A twin flame situation is like showing up to class one day that you in a class by yourself, only to see another person there, another child, a feminine child or a masculine child that's just like you. Y'all the same fucking person. Like, wow, you a prodigy too? Cool. I ain't gotta be in this bitch by myself. I ain't gotta suffer in silence alone and shit. That's what a twin flame is. They're the other person in the class with you on this divine path. Subconsciously, indirectly, you got the Knight of Wands. This is moving fast and furiously towards your divine direction. This is being in a place to be. Like I say, you were meant to be the 9-year-old child prodigy. And obviously, it was meant for another prodigy to be in the same class with you. So obviously, we were meant to meet each other, not just to, like I say, it's the odds. What was the odds of you meeting your twin? What was the odds of that whole recognition phase even happening? It was slim to none, but it happened. What's the odds of you, like I said, another child prodigy living in the same district as you to where you is two people in the class now? Everything happens for a reason. God don't make no mistakes. God work in mysterious ways, but God is absolute. He's perfect. There's no imperfection in the infinite. It's a lot of little imperfections in this third dimension, though. So, future final roll, wrapping this up. Ace of Cups, feminine. This is taking care of yourself. Self-love, self-care, self-admiration, self-identification, self-realization. This is getting yourself together. You're a 9-year-old high school senior. You got to get your shit together. It's all about you right now. It ain't about nobody else. Your only job as a child is to go to school and keep going to a higher grade until you get old enough to really do shit. You can't allow your position to destroy you. This is a fucking blessing. If you look at your situation as something negative, then it's gonna become a negative situation. If you look at yourself in a negative light and not a positive one, that's all doom and gloom. And you or not, the love is there. So Everything starts from yourself. You gotta respect yourself in order to get treated with respect. You gotta know who the fuck you are before you go out here identifying other people. You gotta help yourself before you go out here helping other people. It all starts with self. Take care of yourself, feminine. You learn how to take care of yourself. Yeah, you out here helping other people and blessing other people, but at the end of the day, don't forget about you. If you fail in life, then the people you helping, you can't help them anymore. If it's your path and purpose to bless and help other people, that's cool in the game. But it's like church. There has to be meat. Meat in my house. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep the tabernacle open to even be of service to the people. You know what I'm saying? You got to take care of you. If it's your time, energy, and resources you putting into helping other people, it's because you created the time, energy, and resources to help people. But if you ain't got the time, energy, and resources to help yourself, how can you help them? So you gotta stay on you. Like I say, this divine path comes with sacrifice, it comes with dedication, it comes with hard work, it comes with a lot of accountability. You know what I mean? So it could be a little stressful at times. It could be a little mentally discombobulated at times, but it was meant for you to do it. So um final card in this message, you got the Ten of Wands. This is temporary endings. Once again, the bottom line was the Ten of Swords. This is permanent endings. This is temporary endings. What's the difference between a permanent ending and a temporary one? Permanent ending is like a divorce. Temporary ending is like ending this engagement. You got engaged to somebody, but you automatically know this shit ain't gonna work out. So it's like you end it before you guys even get married, thus making this legal, thus making it a union under God's eye, thus making it even worse than it has to be. This is a job, you know, it ain't gonna work out. So before you get fired, you quit. So you at least keep a good rapport with them or quit the right way so you can utilize this job for the next job. You know what I mean? This is like something that you can't do anymore. Doctor tells you need to pump the brakes, like temporarily end whatever you eating on, whatever your fucking diet is. You're gonna have to not. We're gonna have to give you a new diet for your life's sake. You smoking, you're gonna have to stop for your life's sake. Some shit you doing because you're passionate about whatever you're doing. It's like having diabetes and you love to eat. It's like, hey, you have to pump the brakes on shit before you fucking die. It's best for you to be proactive to end things so you won't be the ending. You know what I mean? Before any death happens, before any permanent ending happens, you always have time to end it before it gets worse. You always have time to modify or rearrange shit before shit gets to like the end. So going into the future, feminine, you're just gonna learn how easy it is to be like proactively stop things. You know what I mean? You used to not do that because you care what people think, or you still want to be friends with this person, or you just want to leave on good terms. Like fuck all that. Just stop it. It's already getting bad. Imagine what's gonna be if you keep this shit up. Like it's gonna be worse than you think. So whatever y'all gotta pump the brakes on, make sure y'all pump the brakes on it so it doesn't get too crazy. Like your masculine telling you, hey, I need space, hey, chill out, hit me up, I just need a little breather. He gives you boundaries and he gives you like space to not enter. Just pump the brakes on him. All right, give him his space, give him his boundaries. Don't not stop your actions and behavior on like stepping in his boundaries till you overstep your boundaries and he permanently leaves you the fuck alone. It's a mental thing permanently ending it with somebody. It's like a person giving you a chance. Hey, I need you to modify these actions and behavior. You're gonna lose me, or you're gonna lose this. You showing up late to work all the time. Stop that shit so you can keep your motherfucking job. That type of swag. So feminine, all in all, watch your action and watch your behaviors. Because that's all a person can go off of. That's the message I got. I hope I can be a good use. Stay tuned for astrology readings coming up between tonight and tomorrow. I think we're gonna start with water first on down. Deuces. Yeah.